Welcome back to John Kleis Car's YouTube channel. This video is all about the Fiat. Actually, we can't call them Fiats, can we? This is an Abarth 595 in red that my colleague Lee has carried out a nice little tidy installation on. Our customer wanted Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, DAB radio, new Sharkfin aerial and reverse camera. Now, a little bit of an intro, which is why we're outside of the vehicle, is because these cars, when they have a wiper, it's not a wiper delete kit, aerial delete kit from factory, they actually have a little puck, if you've seen it before, a little silver disc that sits on the top. Well, the customer's getting really poor DAB reception, despite the aerial was actually built into the rear quarter window. So like, how can I improve it? I was like, put a Sharkfin aerial on, that is the best way of doing it. Extremely subtle, actually looks really nice on this car. It's what most cars come with nowadays, a Sharkfin aerial, so that picks up really awesome DAB reception. They wanted a reverse camera, which is why I'm coming around to the back of the vehicle. But if you notice on your tidy 595 Abarth, you can't really notice it until you come down to the knee position. And then, if I zoom in, you can just see it right there. Extremely subtle, flush fit camera, small hole drilled in the plastic, and the wires go down through the factory route. So when you run it in here, what you're going to notice is nothing. Reason being is because the cables go behind this plastic, through the metal, and then through the factory convoluted tubing. So actually, you're not going to see any cables front to back. So extremely nice, neat installation. And then what we'll do is we'll get inside the car now, and I'll show you the head unit of choice. Customers decided to go down the route of a rather nice doubled-in unit. We've gone for an Alpine Halo 7, or nicknamed Halo 7. It's called the ILX 705. It's actually a really nice unit because it's got HD display, 720p. It's got much better internals for audio than most manufacturers. So if you like your music and sound quality, then this actually runs a Class D amplifier in it. Anyway, enough waffle, let's turn it on. We're obviously going to put the... Oh, sorry, I'm going to crank it. I don't want to sit here with the car off because it's been sat here a few days. We put the Abarth logo on as well, so it's just a nice little touch when it comes on. Let's move the car just out of this position, just so I'm not in the actual glare of this sun that's beaming down on me in this nice October day. Let's do that. So this is the Alpine Halo 7, as I mentioned. We've used a flush fit fascia, so it fits really nicely with this gloss black surround. It doesn't look bad whatsoever. We fitted a reverse camera, which once I put it in reverse on the button, it automatically comes up, as you can see there. And then when I put it in neutral, the camera's then going to disappear. If it had front parking sensors, they would appear on the screen as well, which is quite a nice little touch. We've got steering wheel controls all working. So you've got volume up, volume down, track up, track down, answer, hang up, all working on the steering wheel. We have Apple CarPlay wirelessly. My phone is actually automatically connected, as you can see. So if I push the home button, this is the home screen where you would choose, for example, radio, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and USB. While we're on the subject of USB, there's two USBs with this Alpine, not one, but two. First one, we've actually run and upgraded the factory USB port with a USB 3.0 fast speed USB that goes straight to the Alpine. That's why it's got that little blue thing in, which if you had a 595, yours is not blue, obviously. We put a blank in the aux because aux no longer works. We didn't connect it back up to the Alpine because it's not needed, so we put a blank in there. But at least the USB's retained. And then there's a second USB purely loose in the glove box just for charging, just that for the passenger to charge their phone as well. No point in hiding it, customer might as well have access to it. So now customers got wireless Apple CarPlay, so they can go on here and go to the home screen where you choose Apple Maps, Google Maps, Waze navigation, TomTom if you use it, and internet radio apps like Virgin Radio, Rayo, Radio Player, and obviously music apps like Spotify, Apple Music, and if you like your audio quality, then obviously you're going to use Tidal because that's the best audio streaming service for sound quality, in my humble opinion, obviously. We've got obviously nice little row of buttons on the bottom just so it's easy to use when you're driving rather than touch sensitive buttons, and it fits really flush, just like how nice that fits up against it. And this is an Alpine, so the sound quality even through the standard speakers is better. But 595s and Fiat 500s in general do not come with the best speakers in the world anyway, so really it could do with a little speaker upgrade, but that I'm sure the customer will do next. This is the first stage. Sharkfin aerial for good dab, reverse camera for easy manoeuvring, and obviously a double-din screen for Apple CarPlay. But yeah, I think it looks really good. Works extremely well. Instant image on the reverse image, which you can see the bumper as well, and you can even see a bit of our number plate as well that I've stuck on the car, and you can see another 595 Abarth behind. Gives you a great view, so you can use that to help, but it's also got parking sensors anyway, which even makes it even easier. But yeah, this is a 595 at Lee installed. This is John Kleis Car Audio. This is an Alpine, this is a Connor. See you later.